Greetings, everybody. Please take your breath observation position. You can sit in quiet meditation, stand, or lay back on your back body. So go ahead and choose your breath observation position, and we'll be here for a couple of minutes. If you're choosing to sit in a seated meditation, just have a nice tall spine. You don't have to be cross-legged. If you're on your back body, have your knees bent, feet on the floor if that is easier for your back. And if you're standing, feel like your weight is evenly distributed from one foot to the other. So finding that evenness, weight distributed from one part of the body to the other, whether you're standing or sitting or on your back body. And this is our transition time. This is time for you to set aside all the other things that tend to occupy your mind space. Set it aside so that you can be fully present, fully tuned into what's happening in your body and your mind and your spirit. So taking one or two deep breaths in and a nice slow exhale. Relaxing that jaw, relax the upper palate, and check in. From this place of stillness and calm and connectedness, I invite you to set an intention for your practice, thinking about what you need from your practice today. Maybe what mindset, your attitude with which you'd like to practice. Whatever your intention is, when you're ready, bring it into your mind's eye. Drawing your next inhale deeper into your body, filling up your lungs, and a slow exhale. As we start to invite movement into the body wherever feels natural for you, rolling your head side to side, maybe rolling your wrists, your ankles, just inviting that movement into your body. Eventually, you can elongate the arms above your head. Feel your rib cage lengthening. And then if you're not on your back body, go ahead and come onto your back body. We'll start our movement from the back body today. All right, then we're going to start off with some elongation stretches and release moves, maybe 4 or 5 of them at your own pace. Inhales when we lengthen and engage, create space. And exhale, just everything relax, heaviness, stillness, surrender. Doing a few more on your own. And then eventually double knee hug, both knees into the chest. Maybe a side to side rocking motion if you enjoy that. And then let's release. Warming up in the hip flexor, the leg, the knee, the ankle. Let's hug your right knee into your chest. And then a little bit of movement. We'll extend it up and then we'll bend the knee in and extend. Keep doing that a few times. Keep it in that straighter knee position. Work specifically the ankle, the foot. And then originating at that hip socket there, just internal and external rotation. Lower the leg maybe halfway, internal and external rotation again. Engage your abdominal muscles. Bringing it back up. Bend the knee into the chest. One deep breath. And extend your leg up. Belly strong, legs strong. Take 10 seconds to lower the leg to the ground. Once it reaches the ground, totally let that leg relax. And the other leg extends. Notice the difference. Resetting ourselves for the other leg. Left knee hugging in. Give it a nice squeeze at the hip flexor. And then a little bit of movement. Extending up and bending. Bending and straightening a few times. And then keep it in the extended position. Roll the ankle, point and flex. And then originating in that hip socket, rotate that leg internally and externally, originating at that hip. Belly strong, lower the leg halfway, internal, external rotation. Bringing it back up, squeeze that knee into the chest, a nice inhale. And leg extends back up, strong leg, strong belly, 10 seconds to lower.
Once it reaches the ground, totally let it relax. Other leg extends. Notice the difference. Hug the knees into the chest again. All right. Next, we're going to go into our right brain, left brain work. We've done this in class. So we're going to start knees over hips and elbows over the shoulders, and it'll be opposite arm and leg that'll be doing the work. Knees over hips, elbows over shoulders. Right arm, left leg. Inhale, straighten up. Exhale, they bend. Other set. Inhale, it straightens. Exhale, it bends. Keep that pattern as slowly as is comfortable for you. Finish up one more round. And then release it to an elongation stretch. Big inhale, lengthen and totally relax. Let that belly, hip flexors take a break. We'll do our other right brain, left brain practice, our lateral movements. So first I want you to envision that midline of the body, that imaginary line that connects your forehead, your chin, your sternum, your belly button, and your pubic bone. Imagine that midline, and we're going to keep that midline totally still for the next sequence, our lateral movements. So now, legs extended up, arms extended up, belly engages. Imagine that midline, keep it still as now, inhale, right arm, left leg out to the side, exhale back to center, other pair, inhale to the side, exhale back to center. Keep that midline still, go at your own pace. Only going as far out to the side as you can, and still maintain that solid center, that solid midline. Inhale, limbs to the side, exhale back to center. One more round. Finishing up with an elongation stretch when you're ready. Let that belly balloon up. Totally relax. Soak it up. Setting up to lengthen those parts that were just working for us. We're going to do wide knee bridge. Feet are a little wider than your mat. Feet turned out. Tuck that tailbone under and scoop up the hips. Releasing vertebrae by vertebrae. And just pause, soak it up for a little bit, see how you feel. We've been on our backs for a while, being mindful of your transition out. Bend your knees and roll to your right side. Kind of like the fetal position, and just stay there for a little bit, enjoying the stillness of the moment. And when you're ready, we can press up to hands and knees. All right. Hands and knees position. Cow and cat, moving meditation. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Keep up that pattern pretty slowly. Finishing on an exhale. As we come back, let's go into our first child's pose, your choice for child's pose variation. Bringing yourselves back up. Let's check in now with the back body, our first down dog. Maybe you're doing elbow dog. Perhaps your wrists are a bit sensitive and you want to do elbow dog. All right, position those hands. Let's move the sitting bones back and up. Ooh, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, hamstrings. Maybe you do a little bending and straightening. Check in. How does that first one feel today? Stopping any motion and holding it for at least 5 or 10 seconds before we release. When you're ready, dropping it down, your choice for child's pose. Maybe you like to stretch the wrists here, check in. As we bring ourselves back up, setting up another downward facing dog. Nice and strong through the hands. Hips are kind of like cow. We have that rotation like cow. Sitting bones back and up. Your choice for child's pose or cocoon.
Bringing yourselves now up and over onto the belly, a little spine strengthening work. Starting in our prone mountain position, nose and forehead are just hovering off the ground, shoulders relaxed out of the ears. Only the upper body moves. We're going to do half locust, so float those arms back. Only the upper body. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, lower it down. Keep that pattern. Inhale up. Exhale down. Go at your own pace. Maybe a little extra squeeze of the shoulder blades to really open the heart, support the heart, the lungs. Holding it in the up position the next time you're there, holding and breathing. As you release, press up to hands and knees and round into a cat stretch. Bringing your weight a little more onto the hands. Really tuck the chin, stretch that upper back. As you release, setting up for your next down dog, moving those hands. Hips kind of rotated like cow. Go ahead, down dog. As we gently release the knees, come over onto the belly. Stretch the wrists if you'd like. Prone mountain. This time now cobra. Moving meditation. Inhale up. Exhale down. You decide where your final head position will be. Remember in class we've talked about initiating with your thoracic spine, the area right between your shoulder blades. And the head kind of lags behind. Next time you're up, hold it in the up position. Easy gaze, easy breathing. Release it on down. Your choice, child's pose or down dog. Your choice, child's pose or down dog. Let's release it back over onto the belly, controlled. This time now, full locust, upper body and lower body. Arms are back, here we go. Inhale, lift legs, upper body on. Exhale, lower. Keep going.
Raise those shoulder blades a little bit if you tend towards hunching. Couple more rounds. Stay in the up position the next time you're there. Easy gaze, easy breathing. Release it on down. Your choice, child's pose or down dog. Go ahead. Your choice. Releasing now to hands and knees. Getting into the shoulder, the rotator cuff with our side arm sweeps. Put one hand, right hand in the middle there under your face. Here we go. Inhale, left arm. Inhale. Out and up. Exhale, circle it back. Bring it down, other side. Big inhale, reach. Exhale, circle it back. Keep going at your own pace, as slowly as is comfortable for you. One more with each arm. When you finished, walk knees, thighs, ankles together. We're gonna round into cocoon with an optional shoulder stretch. Round. Optional shoulder stretch. Release from the shoulder stretch, back just to regular cocoon. Take some kidney breaths, breathe into the back body. As we release to hands and knees. Let's just practice that latter part of the sun salutation. Coming into a good solid plank pose or modified plank. Keep your hands and feet where they're at as you lift up into a down dog. With our breathing, inhale here. Exhale through plank, lower knees and chest. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Press it back up, downward facing dog. Once more, we inhale here. Exhale through plank. Lower it on down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Press it back up. Downward facing dog. This time now, walk your feet up to your hands or hands to your feet. Standing forward fold. Head and arms dangles. We just kind of roll it up vertebrae by vertebrae. Head's the last thing to come up. Roll the shoulders back a few times. And stand tall here in mountain, eyes open or closed. Just a little transition minute here. we're standing in mountain. I'm going to turn this way just so you can hear me a little bit better. Fingertips to the hip flexors. Remember, we always want to hinge forward from our hip flexors. Let's go into that little chair. Hip flexors are your pivot point.